Let's start with Devin Carter. Devin Carter, for me, during this summer league, and we saw it kind of magnified a little bit in this game yesterday, made it perfectly clear that he's just not a point guard. Like that's not who he is. He tried it. He did his best to work on being a point guard and
Mm,
work on point guard skills and all this other stuff and the mentality. He tried it. The Kings tried it. They wanted to see it. That's what summer league and stuff like that is for. Let's see what we got. Let's see if he can how he can do in these situations. And it's just not. I don't believe right now that that's who he is. He's not a point guard. So now you got questions because I still think he's an NBA player.
mm.
I still look at him as an NBA player. I still think he's a guy that can get minutes in this league. He's not a starter, but rotational minutes off the bench. But okay, what is he? 6'2". He's
Man.
6'2", and he doesn't really have natural point guard skills.
Mm-hmm.
He's not able to beat people off the bounce. His shooting is hit or miss. He's a pretty good defender. Like what are we doing here with Devin
Great.
Carter?
That was my same feeling though, because of just the at spurts and times, it looks kind of wild. And this is people say often like, just not sure what like that college style of play maybe he had been successful at. That was him. This doesn't work out here.
I was
See,
talking
go ahead.
I was talking to Damien about this last week. Not gonna talk with you guys or whatever, but like you just said it, Casey. Like Devin's not a point guard. Like we learned that or whatever. He's not the backup point guard for this team. You look at the other guards on this team, like Keon, Malik, that are ahead of him. Hell, even Nick Clifford at this point. Like you're probably gonna play those guys ahead of him more. At this point, what do you even do with Devin Carter? Like, what do you like? Doesn't seem like there's really minutes from him. Do you just stash the lottery pick that you drafted last year on the bench and kind of just we called it burning an asset last week? Do you burn the asset there? Do you throw him in the G League to get him run? Where I mean, we saw it last year. He was averaging damn near 40 every game. It felt like is that really helping him or like what do you do at this point with Devin? Like, do you keep trying to develop him or like yeah, what do you just do?
All the above. Everything's on the table. If you look at Devin Carter, you say like you just broke down, he's not better than any of these guys that are on the
This is year
roster
two
ahead
for
of
him,
him.
right? This is year
Yeah,
two.
he's not better than any of these guys on the roster ahead of him.
Mm.
He might be DNP-CD for 20 straight games.
Damn.
If you have those options, and we'll talk to James Ham at 3 o'clock, and maybe he could break this down a little bit. What this looks like. If you have those options and that ability to send them down to the G League
Mm-hmm.
and let them play, let them get reps, let them still work on some stuff, that could be an option as well. If you absolutely just want to move on from them and you put them in a trade for Kaminga, or I don't know, I think you would hang on to him just because maybe there's a bigger deal that maybe you can include him in. You wouldn't just give him away for a second rounder just to get him off the roster. You probably hold on to him.
Yeah.
So just in case an opportunity for a bigger deal comes up, you use him in that. But yeah, he might be one of those guys that, yeah, we're just using him as trade bait.
But is he trade bait?
I don't know. I don't
Oh, we're
know.
throwing Devin Carter. Okay. Yeah. I need something else. Like, what's the value in him right now? I don't think he has much.
Now,
either.
now look,
At this point, do you look at is there even a team with a rookie that maybe they're kind of soured onto, or maybe
You could swap.
yeah, just say this dude's not working on your team. This guy's not working on our team. Let's see if we can fix him. You can fix him. I don't even know if that team exists, but I figure maybe that's an option. I guess
I'd have to look at these recent drafts, and maybe that is something that is on the table. I'm not sure just yet if Devin Carter doesn't have a place in this league or if he doesn't have a place with the Kings.
Well, I would say that because
I'll
start with Kings. I would like to start with that because given his style of play, or somebody's willing to accept him being a two guard or an off guard situation where he can shoot again some of the shots last night. I was just like, but so they have to accept let him play into a role where he's comfortable. He wants to try to score. He's going to give you the effort on defense, so you don't have to worry about that. But in a team where, okay, hey man, you have opportunity to score and be aggressive how you want to be. is that out there for him? That'd be the great question. If so, then a team that we could trade with somebody. Okay, well, like Jesse said, we'll take your piece because we got a guy that wants to try to score at this size. We're not able to do that. You can take him. We'll take something else. Perfect. Because I still think he deserves a shot, but the style is just not going to fit as far as what I believe what we're doing here, and he's just smaller.
Yeah, and that's the thing. That's the issue. He is an NBA player. I do believe he's a guy that can play in the NBA. But in this situation with the Kings, it doesn't feel like it's going to work out. And I'm willing to just not play him. Like, I know we talk about, or I should say not play him over these guys that are on the roster in front of him, whether it's Malik, Keon, Neek. Like,
because he would be like the 8th, 9th off the bench, maybe.
Yeah, off the bench. I mean, you're looking at just the wings and the guards.
Mm-hmm.
You're looking at Malik Monk, Keon Ellis, and Neek Clifford.
He's at least 9th right now. Yeah.
Yeah, like that. And that's just the guards. That's not saying, hey, Maxime Renault is going to play, or
right.
Eubanks is going to play, or anything like that. Like guys at other positions that might come off the bench.
Be interesting,
Jones,
man.
all this other stuff. And
Isaac Jones gonna make it tough for somebody, I believe.
Well, there's only so many minutes too for the 9th and the 10th guy.
Right. Like, even with all the, like, we're talking about guys that can sub in, DeRozan and Levine and Schroeder, they're gonna probably play 30 plus minutes a night. Like, there's just not enough minutes in a game for him to play. And if it got down to a situation where, you know, he's getting these DNPs, so be it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm not gonna just play him just because it's like, oh, we have to play him because he was a high draft pick and all this other stuff. I'm not doing that. Like,
not at this point either. I would agree too. You gotta lay a better foundation. And he got caught in the last draft kind of situation wise. So the fit, it's not a great fit off the rip. Like you said, you see Neek coming in, you're like, okay, yeah, I see him fitting. Yeah. You see Mac, okay, I see him fitting. Carter, you're like, oh, just even Isaac Jones, you're like, man, again, stretch the floor out, shoot the ball, rebound, defend, okay, decent. You just don't. I mean, Carter is that one, that question mark. Like, but does he help or does he hurt you?
Go ahead, Justin.
Well, how much of it with Devin is just maybe we just need to accept
who he is, the
guy. Well, that, but also the guy who drafted him. Like, it just was never gonna work. Because the second he was drafted last year, me and Casey looked at each other like, okay, like that's not necessarily what you need or whatever. Right. This is like the second he was drafted, it was clear this doesn't make any sense. This doesn't work, and we've been talking about it since then, and we have no answer. Yep. How much of it is just all right? Yeah, it's literally just. Yeah, it just didn't work out. Yeah, maybe you just got to move on and attach something to him. Like, I don't know if there's a happy ending here.
And here's the thing, and we're just talking about it, bringing up old stuff, all this other stuff. You ask about where he could go and what he could do. I'm of the belief, I think we all are here, he's an NBA player. He's a guy that in a right situation, he can help out a team and be in the rotation. If you have that alleged or however you want to say it, original deal with Kuminga and the Warriors and them getting Devin Carter. Devin Carter can be like a GP2 in this league. He can be a guy that you bring off the bench that plays hellacious defense, that in certain matchups with Pods or Steph or whoever is the lead guard out there, you say, Devin, go out there, spot up,
playing your role,
play defense, give me 7 minutes of hustle, hard-nosed basketball. He can do that. I think that's his destiny in this league. And that's vital. Like, teams need that. Like, he can be what we look at. Keon shoots it a little better and he handles it a little better as well. But he can be like a Keon Ellis type player for Golden State or other teams like that. I just don't know if it's going to happen here outside of energy.
Yeah, man.
Injuries.
Somebody in the chat was talking about just right. But it's his style. He wants to score. Like, any team, if he's Golden State, I mean, yeah, we talked about GP3, but it's like, dude, like,
a lot of people say that about Devin. I won't necessarily put that type of label on Devin after this summer league because that was his role to score. Like the Kings in summer league weren't going to win if he was just distributing the ball around. Like, he needed. And,
so
and they're trying.
He might have been a little uber aggressive.
Yeah.
Or he has the opportunity to get more shots up, so he took them.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay. And that's what they need. They were trying to win games.
Yeah, for
like
sure.
The actual team. I'm not saying the organization really cared about winning games, but the team was trying to win games out there in summer league. So to do that, he had to put up shots. And I think that's where some of the offensive aggression came from him. You get him in a situation with the Kings or any other team where he's just, no, your role isn't to score. Your role is to defend, knock down open shots when you get them and all this other stuff. I'm not going to say, and I'm not saying you were saying this, but I'm not going to say he won't be accepting of that.
Right.
And he's only looking to score. Like he might be accepting of it. This situation this summer called for him to be more aggressive on the offensive end.
He's about 6'3".
He's 6'2".
Okay, I was being generous because I saw him in person last summer. He came by the gym too, and I was like, man, this guy's so. But I think that's probably the biggest issue. He's not super athletic at 6'2". No. If he was 6'4", playing that style, he'd be on the floor.
And that's what I said.
I think that's the biggest thing. He's just if he was about 6'4", 6'5", doing defensively rebounding and attacking the rim like that, 6'4", because those finishings are different then. I mean, he'll dunk it right now if he gets open, but I mean, if he's 6'4", 6'5", doing that, it looks totally different.
Absolutely.
Then you're like, okay, yeah. Now we're like, oh, put him on the court.
Absolutely.